Another late night over here wrenching away. I'm actually not wrenching but maintaining tonight, or this morning, whatever you want to call it. Well, what do we got here? Looks like a MT. No, it's a truggy. No, it looks like a MT on steroids, don't it? Well, that makes it a muggy. Yes, we got the muggy out here. And we got some heavy equipment behind this muggy. No, I'm not working on the muggy yet because I got so many damn projects. But eventually I'll get to this bad boy right here. It's probably one of the world famous Nitro RC right here. This right here is what started it all. And other companies came out with ideas and copied off this platform here, but not quite. This is still pretty much king because of the big ass LST shocks, and it still stands out from everything today. But anyway, let's get a little closer. I got my 3-in-1 out because I'm going over some engines here, and this video is not about none of this here. It's really an explanation. I want to explain a few things before I start the true video. And this video that I'm about to show is everything from the beginning, from start to finish. All right, from the very start of breaking in an engine to putting it onto a RC car, which is my brother-in-law Danny's first truggy ever. Alright, and then you'll see it jumping and running towards the end. But you're going to see it come to life, you're going to see it all happen. Alright, so this video may turn out to be 2 or 3 parts. Alright, now what we got here? Oh shit. We got ourselves a little arsenal here of little nitro engines. Alright, I still have more than these. Alright, this is just a little fresher upper that I need to throw some 3-in-1 on. Just a quick look at my sexy muggy. I don't care if I ever drive this, as long as I have it in my collection, I'm happy. There are ideas of me making it more modern, putting a little 2017 flavor to it, but I just do not want to touch it since it is becoming rare. Alright, mine's all original. I do have a couple of hop-ups for it, but I do not know if I'm going to do it. We'll see. This is the original body, which you can never get again. But anyway, let's start this video. Alright, the reason for all this here is to show you guys a few differences in nitro motors. Alright, I've been getting a lot of questions. What motors do you recommend? What nitros do you recommend? I don't know, man. I recommend high quality shit, but sometimes it might take a little while to get the high quality shit. The high quality stuff is what's going to be less headaches. What's going to be less maintenance. What's going to be more fun for you, longer run times, higher revs, less blowing up, all that stuff. So just remember that on nitros, unfortunately, the more expensive they are, the better they are. Unfortunately, that's how it is. So thank goodness for engine modifiers. They could modify a cheaper, good quality, but a lower price engine like Palomas and LRPs. Thank goodness for those guys, because those guys could make an engine that's very good price worthy to outperform or perform just as well, but most of the time outperform the high-end shits, the real high-end expensive shits. So thank goodness for those engine modifiers. Guys like Rick from RB Mods, guys like Neil from TNS, all right, even Robin from ERCM. I really like his pipes, all right. Well, so anyway, I had all these motors out. I added every now and then. I'll put 3-in-1 or after run oil in all my engines, right? I'll put a few drops in the cylinder through the glow plug hole, and I'll throw a few drops from the carburetor, and I'll move everything around, and that's it. Because your motors will seize up, okay? Your motors will seize up if they're just stored for too long. Okay, so what we got here is a few engines, a few nitro motors, and I got some new low quality. I'm not gonna say low quality because they have, even the lower end engines have been becoming workhorses, right? What I mean by workhorse is you could have a nitro motor that will run all day long. It won't be a powerhouse, all right? It won't perform like a 6S lipo or a brushless motor, but the bitch will outrun them. You could have fun with them much longer, all right? It's happened over and over. I bash with E-word guys all the time. I know all about them. I used to race E-words, but I could tune a workhorse motor, a low-end motor, a cheap motor. Some of them are just too shitty and will not run. All right, you got some low-end motors that really suck and are bad and just piss somebody off, and that's what makes people quit the hobby. And then you have some low-end motors that are workhorses, like the HPI 4.6. What a workhorse motor, man! You can't kill that shit. The HPI 4.6. That's a good performing motor, pretty good, right? It ain't no modded motor. It ain't no Novorossi motor. It's no Pico. It's no LRP, but it's a good performing motor for what it is and for the price, and it's a workhorse at the end of the day. All right, 0.26. All right, your 427s. This has been a workhorse. All right, reliable. Accidents after accidents, run after run, tank after tank, fill up. You got battery guys overheating batteries, ESCs, that need to charge their batteries. And meanwhile, our low-end motors, workhorse motors, are running tank after tank after tank, still out there, non-stop. Okay. Anyway, when you guys ask me, oh, what nitro motors do I recommend? I'm gonna recommend any damn motor that has a sealed backplate. You do have some low-end ones that are reasonably priced, but I would definitely recommend, as a beginner, like say a Novorossi. All right, you got your expensive Novorossis and you have your decent priced Novorossis. At least it's a good quality motor you guys can mess around with. It'll give you less chance of blowing shit up, because most of you guys are probably gonna overlean your stuff, over rev your stuff, and at least you'll have a higher chance of the motor not blowing up or snapping a connecting rod. All right. If you guys already know more or less how to tune somewhat, you guys can go to a very inexpensive, very well performance stock motor, an LRP 30, an LRP 32, all right, or this is a modded 28.8, right? This motor here is king of all these, but you can get this motor stock, which is a great performing motor stock wise. You know, that'll be a great motor for you guys. All right, look at this. I even got a this is a Novorossi Roma 0.25. All right, this 0.25 right here will outperform 0.28s, some 28s, some 26s, even maybe right up there with a 30, bro. But it's a screamer, and you have room to mod it if you wanted to. You could do a few things to it, or you can get this motor modded from a professional, all right, or a guy like Neil that's a pro, that's a Nova guy that knows his shit when over OCs, would really make one of these into a real badass. But even stock is a great motor to learn from, and beat on, and it'll last you. All right, look at this, brand new in the bag still, never even broken in. I think I've had it for over a year and a half. Never even fired it up or took it out of the bag. All right. You got shitty motors like this. All right. I got them to run and all that, but it's just there's no comparison. I'd rather have a lower end motor like this. All right, it's not lower end than this. I'm just saying it's still a low end motor. These like this, all right, like this, all right. These are kind of low ends, but this is I'd rather have any one of these three than this crap right here. But I got my 3.3s to run. You know, no, I use Byron's fuel on it. I'll get them to run better than what the top fuel crap is. But yeah, and I've played with these, and I've blown many of these up, rebuilt many of these, and forget about it. I have a really killer motor similar to this that's been all modified by RB mods, right? That I have on my Rustler. But anyway, what I don't like, all right, which is right off the bat, if you guys got a sealed motor, sealed meaning a motor with a black back plate like this. All right, this is a sexy motor, by the way. This right here in my hand is a special edition, Adam Drake edition, Nova Rossi, when he raced for Nova Rossi. All right, they made a motor after him. This is a motor that he wanted to be in between the Model 7 and the Model 4. All right, there's a 5-port, very nice motor. Great carburetor, great bearings on her, great crankshaft. It's just an all-around great motor. Right, it's a .21, but it's a badass 21. Right, it's a killer right here. It's in between a 4-port and a 7. So you could use this at a racetrack for buggy or truggy. All right, you can use it for both. All right. Anyway, you got motors like this with backplates and one-way bearings. That right there is a one-way bearing. If I take this plate off here, there's a part here that drives up against your crankshaft. It's constantly turning, metal to metal contact, right? Slowing your motor down. It's wear and tear in your motor. All right, look, another one-way bearing. Roto starts, pull starts, all of them. All, to me, are bullshit motors that killed the Nitro hobby, all right? Because they are, most of the time, they are harder to tune for newbies. They are shittier to keep running for newbies. Now, you know, you have some good motors. This is a pretty good motor, but it's a low-end motor. You know, you can, a guy that knows how to tune or whatever, you can get these suckers to tune and take a beating and last you. You know, I can tune one of these guys right here. They'll run all day long and give it to a kid. They could flip the truck down or upside down all they want. It'll always keep running. All right. Another motor, a one-way bearing. Right. If you were to get a backplate for any one of these here, okay, remove that shit. Right. Remove that heavy one-way bearing and that rod there that rides up against your crankshaft. Remove it. Get a backplate. Seal the backplate. Put the backplate on. Seal up your motor. Your motor's going to be sealed now. These motors are like little air pumps. The tighter they are, the better the seal, the better they're going to perform. Then, if you don't have anything slowing the crankshaft down and metal to metal wear, your motor's going to last longer, and you're going to free up free horsepower. So, supposedly, from what I've been hearing from a bunch of 4 engine modifiers, any motor, you remove a one-way bearing system off, put a backplate, you gain 3,000 RPMs right off the bat, automatically, free, without any modification. 3,000 RPMs more. All right, small block or big block. All right. Like we got ourselves an OS 0.30 here. Unfortunately, it has a bullshit rotor stock, one-way bearing. All right. Plus, this is just a torque monster. It's nothing. I know it has the OS name, but yeah, it was a good running motor to workhorse. Nothing else. I do not like it. You get an OS speed 28, blow this sucker away. Night and day difference. All right. We'll blow this. Makes this OS 0.30 a shit box. All right. You get one of those 28s from them. All right. Big difference in price as well. All right. One mistake that I super regret doing is buying a beautiful Pico boost motor like this as a freaking rotor start. What a biggest mistake. Right? The Picos, unfortunately, you can't take this, you can't remove the rotor start off and one-way bearing and put a back plate, because I would have to change the crankshaft on these suckers. All right, LRP 0.32s, a lot of the Dynamites, I believe the Novarosi might be the same. You can remove everything off and get a back plate for it, and it'll be like a back plate race engine. Okay, race people that race do not run around with these bullshit pull starts or rotor starts. Every racer's got a bump box. Every motor is sealed. Those guys can race and beat the hell out of their motors all day long, tank after tank. They are meant not to stall. Just learn from the racers, guys. A lot of you guys bash, but we have to take what the racers know and mix it with our bashing techniques. Right? A lot of racers come from me for bashing techniques, and I'll tell them a couple of secrets here or there. But what I don't like is the racers not telling us their secrets. So we have to learn and whatever, or be a part of them. Become a racer, learn the insides, and then go back to your specialty, which is just having fun and bashing, you know. So anyway, what we got here is a badass Pico boost motor, and this one here is a modified one from Robin at ERCM. Alright, I've been having issues with it. I'm not going to say anything super good about it, and I'm not going to say anything bad about it either, because this son of a bitch right here got to push my heavy ass LSD2 like a little worm. This motor here would have been a killer in a truggy. Would have been. It'll never be a killer because it's a damn rotor stock. All right, the wear and tear, the extra, those 3,000 RPMs or more, because the modded engine completely changes everything. All right, so this was on an LSD2. I'm gonna get this guy going again, see what's going on. I think something up with the carburetor, and I'm gonna try it out on a truggy with the stupid rotor start. Now, it's not a good idea to have a rotor start engine, especially one that revs. But since this is a good quality motor with great quality metals in there and a great piston connecting rod and all that, I may luck out and be all right. But if you go with a lower end, cheaper Nitro motor with a rotor start in a truggy, not this a muggy, in a truggy that has a 1-speed that's meant to scream, you have a high risk of blowing your motor up in there, right? Because those connecting rods aren't meant to be pushing the RPMs like a real quality race engine. Okay, those motors, these motors are meant to be on a like a monster truck or a truck or a car with a 2-speed. So you have your first gear, then it shifts into second, so your RPMs die down, and then now you're pushing a higher gear. All right, so you have less chance of over revving your motor. Most of the time you're pushing heavy ass wheels, so that's going to slow your motor down as well. So you have a harder time, you have a harder risk of blowing up a cheap motor with shitty connecting rods on a 2-speed, on a monster truck with heavy ass tires. Oh, you know what I'm saying? So you put a low quality motor in a truggy, lightweight truggy with a 1-speed, all right, with lightweight rims, you have a high risk of taking out connecting rods. Okay, just remember that. All right, I don't care how good you maintain your motor, how good your fuel is, eventually you have a high risk of taking out a connecting rod. Okay, Every motor here has a story. We don't have time for that. All right. What else? What else? Since we're looking at motors, here's my beautiful, I will probably never run Las Vegas edition OS Speed B2101. Okay. This is a special motor here. Alright. Very special motor. I am lucky to have number 4 out of 300 made. And here's proof. 004, baby. Number 4. Alright, supposedly only 150 were made, but 300 was supposed to be made. 300. But supposedly only 150 were made, but that could have changed. Back to 300. Now, so I hope you guys get it. What I'm trying to say with this seal plate motors and one-way bearing motors. Okay. Nitro 7, great motors. The .21 was a badass. It definitely outperforms the Paloma in my book. All right. The only reason why I have a Paloma in my buggy is just to see if I can have the difference. Check out the difference. We tried many pipes, even without the copper gasket. I don't know. It could be like a tie now, because this is an expensive motor for a 21. And then you have a Paloma that you can get on sale at Novarossi Direct every now and then, real cheap. Anyway, I had these motors out anyway because I was putting 3-in-1 in them. Now this is an old school Novarossi. Every Novarossi has turbo plugs. This one has a glow plug. This is an old school, right? Still sealed motor, still kick-ass motor. What else? Now, here's the king of these motors here. Why? Because it's a modded TNS .28 8-port. Okay, I have had it over a year. I've already broken this in. I have a video of breaking in this engine on my Audi stand. All right, running, and it hasn't run since. It's been after unoiled, 3-in-1, whatever. All types of oils in here. See, it's nice and lubed. I don't mess around, man. I take care of my shit. Look at that carburetor, nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. And it's ready. I'm gonna be putting this in my truggy. You guys saw the video upstate. My nephew Jake did a nice jump up my 4.0 truggy. Had a hard landing. I can't believe nothing broke. No A-arms, no nothing. But everything, that coat hanger damn wire got loose and everything shifted forward. That was a hard hit. Nose. Who knows how many feet that was? That was damn well over 20 feet up in the air. And it landed dead nose. And everything shifted forward. Twisted bent the springs on my exhaust. But no damage. Alright. So anyway, this is what Neil wrote. After break-in, I can reduce. Anyway. I have other engines as well. I got a .50 helicopter motor in my MGT 8.0. I have LRP .32 stock and modified. You guys are aware of my TNS 32. What else? I have HPI 4.6 upstairs and a Savage still. I have, oh, let me show you my RB mods motor. This is my small block, alright, from Rick. It's a Traxxas 3.3 on steroids. Okay, it's pretty much a Pico motor. All the internals is Pico metal. I don't feel like taking this body out. You guys can, it's a really nice custom motor. And I think I have the box up there somewhere. And it's no longer 3.3, it's a 3.7. And I should have just did the Novarossi Kangaroo motor instead of that Traxxas thing. But it's cool, it's different. Rick's 3.7 was cool. a killer little small block for sure. It's a bitch to break in because it's so damn tight. But I should have had done his kangaroo, Novorossy kangaroo motor instead at that time that year. But anyway, I got more motors. I have a Paloma that's on my buggy. I have a few others, but just to give you guys what I recommend. Now, the video you're about to see, you're going to be seeing me use a motor that I did not recommend. I was recommended my brother-in-law not to do, but he did it. And it is a good motor. It's a workhorse motor, and it's been performing very well so far. It is nowhere near the power of one of these modified motors, or the 32, or probably even a stock 30 or a 32 at all. But it has been performing very well, reliable on my brother-in-law Danny's first ever truggy, which is an old Losi 8. Right? So that's what this video is going to be all about. All right? Might be like 3 parts because it's so damn long, but we'll see. I'll try to probably shorten everything of what I did in the garage here, but I feel like I have to show more because there's explanations, you know. So whoever watches the whole video may catch on a few things. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, I would love to shorten everything up. Oh, just show this running, this, that, and the other thing, but I'm going to skip through everything. And then you guys won't know why I did that, or do that, or do this, or, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to know how things are working out for me, then you must listen to everything, I guess. You know, otherwise you'll skip certain things. Every now and then I'll get a guy, what kind of mix of oil do you like in your fuel? I'm like, damn, I say it almost all the time. You know, so that tells me he doesn't watch everything completely. You know, it's just certain things like that. But anyway, you guys enjoy. Oh yeah, by the way, Motor Saver air filters, best air filters. The only air filters worthy on a true nitro motor. Alright? Nothing else. Get yourself some Motor Savers air filters. From Motor Saver direct deal. Alright? Anyway. Check out this nitro motor. Alright? It's a workhorse of a motor. HPI 4.6. It's the motor that comes with the Savage 4.6. It's only, they only come on rotor start and pull start, I believe. I think only rotor start. Too bad they don't have a seal plate for it, because that would be awesome. Because then he would really use a bump box. But anyway, his rotor start, the rod bent, it hydro locked, and then we had to start up his HPI 4.6 with my rotor start upstate. But anyway, you're gonna see it come to life, and the installation of it in a truggy and all that. My brother-in-law got a very good cost, very cheap first ever truggy, and he got it going very cheap. You're lucky to have really good servos in it, and that's it. He had like the best, cheapest nitro, most fun truggy you can get for the price. Alright, so sometimes maybe some of you guys could come across that. Maybe this will help some newbie. Because anybody new or coming from the other side that's interested in an engine with a higher RPMs, if you want to start out before getting a modded motor, see, this here will compete with 6S people, guys, brushless. This is brushless power in nitro, bro. All right, I got videos, like I have proof. I spanked the 6S Arma with my TNS .32 TLR 4.0 AT truggy. Alright, if you don't believe me, I can show that. I'll make a video just on that. You know, so it was neck and neck, very close. But I think I took off before he did. My reaction time, but either way, you know, I have no problem putting new gaskets on my 32 and taking it back out and doing it all over again. But anyway, now we're gonna try this guy here. So anyway, stay tuned.